Am I currently live? I can't tell. This is super weird. It says offline. Hey Robert. Hey Zeno. How's it going? Welcome to I Love Sketchup issue 84. It's a holiday special. Huh. This is super weird. Okay, good. Oh man, usually I have like all these things that pop up when I go live, but right now it's not doing it. Like it looks like I'm not live, that's why I'm just worried. Okay, cool, perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the flow. YouTube has changed a lot of their policies for live streaming. And they say that I'm supposed to comply with the U.S. Children's Online Privacy Protection Act in case if my videos are like not for children or adult or something, which they aren't. I mean, maybe I'll draw some sexy ladies every now and then, but I'm not doing nudity or any pornography. So, and I keep my jokes and talk pretty PG, I'd say. In any case, usually I can see how many people are following me and stuff like this, but now it's not letting me do any of that. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, let's do this. You just finished Luigi's Mansion 3. Well, that's sweet. Was it good? I heard a lot of good things about that game. So, everyone, it is my holiday special. It's the last live streaming I'm going to be doing up until January. So, what do you want to draw? Start throwing down those ideas. For the record, when I say holiday, I'm going to draw something that's Halloween-y. I'm not going to be doing a Christmas thing. Some points could be improved, but very good for Luigi's Mansion 3. That's cool. We can do something Christmassy, but I'm going to make it feel horror-ish. Cammy from Street Fighter. Oh, man, and she would work with the holiday spirit. Dang it, maybe I will draw a Christmassy illustration. I feel like Street Fighter should have gone in the direction of like being better 2D animated. Let's go Cammy original. Wow, it's like so incredibly hard to find a picture of Cammy. It's not like a one from Street Fighter 5. I'm finding tons of Street Fighter 5 drawings. Oh my gosh, I've been scrolling down for quite a while now. Alright, let's grab this. Copy image. And my reference for Cammy will be this super old school 80s one. Let's cut this out because I don't need any of that. There we go. Silveria Bless. I'm going to start a new file and try to get a higher money rank. I didn't even know there was money in that game. Well, wait, it's a Mario game. I guess that makes sense. So let's see here. Silveria Bless. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who Silveria Bless is. I think this is from Valkyria Chronicles. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm going to do this week. I mean, it seems pretty like I always do my mashups, but I feel like this week maybe I should just do like a holiday illustration involving one of my characters from my comic book. I got a bunch of cool ideas of how I could mash these two up, but you know what? I think we're gonna save it for another day. Oh man, that was close. I almost closed my live streaming page. I thought I was on Photoshop. Okay. So let's fuse this as my reference. And I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to do a holiday illustration. I will keep those two references up for the first drawing. Well, I guess for at one point in January. Not the first one because it's OC week, the first weekend of January. But after that, I just think it's more fair. Well, it's going to be, not that it's more fair. It's just that it's the holiday season. And I think it'd be fun to do something different. Like, it's just how it is. Alright, but however, for any of you, let me pull up my comic. Instead, I will give you all the option of my characters from my comic book, and you can choose one out, and that's the character that I will draw for today's holiday adventure. Let me see if I can't open up like a folder that has all my character designs in it. Essentials, character designs. Here we go. Let's open this with, I don't know, like a photo program. There we go. Okay. So, everybody, I'm going to let you choose a character, and then I'm going to draw them all Christmassy or holiday season-y. So, we have Dom. After Dom, I've got Quilma. After Quill, I have Mika. After Mika, there's Rusai. After him, we've got Merkava. After Merkava, it's Phage. After Phage, we have Room. After Room, there's Lorimar, or Lori, for short. Then we have Larka. After Larka, it's Vayase. After Vayase, it's Vayase's twin, Rizal. See the similarities? Pretty similar. So, Rizal. After Rizal, there's Velis. Oh, and then I have a bunch of teachers. I don't know if I'm going to do a staff picture, but I'll show them to you anyway. Well, no, I'm not going to show them all to you. So, we're going with the students. Which student do you think is the funnest one to do a sketch to right now? It's weird that it goes black and then white. If y'all can't think of one, I'm gonna think of one. They all look great. Thanks, man. So naturally, the one I usually, you know what's funny? Like Dom and Quilma are my, well, and Lori are my three main characters to my comic, and they like, I never do any, I don't really, anymore I don't do any like really major promotional stuff with them. I always use Mika. So I don't think it's fair to use Mika. Room seems nice. All right, well, we can do one for room. What about you, Robert? Is there one that you'd like to see? Otherwise, I'm just gonna end up doing room. Room is a pretty classic character. If you want to see my background on my computer, this is her right here, and I use her for as my flyer for this year. Next year I have somebody else lined up, but this year it's gonna be room. So every year I have new flyers that I give out to people at conventions. All right, so I guess if nobody's writing anything, I'm just gonna do room. Yeah, do her. Okay, room it is. Let's close this up. We'll come in here. Let me just find my room design. Actually, I have a picture of room over here. I'm just going to use this hard copy one. It's always good to have like hard copy versions of all your character designs. This way, while you're working, you can leave it in front of you and you can always be looking at it. It's very important to do that. This way you're guaranteed to make her the right kind of size and height and all that jazz. See, here's my hard copy to my room. The colors are off, but that's okay. And actually what I'm going to do, where are you at, room? Doobie-doobie-doo, boop, boop. Oh, there she is. Let's open this up. I'm going to grab all of her. I'm going to throw it down here. That way I've got my colors. I don't know if I'm going to need to see the back, but whoop, that's a mistake. There we are. And let me just grab my, oh, my line art's not there for Blythe. Okay. Curses! Kind of freaked out about opening something that I shouldn't be showing. So what I'm going to do is open up a page way later in my comic where I've just done some paneling. So there we go. This way I don't show anything off. For the future! Alright, let's do room. I should have known both of you were going to want me to do room. It was a pretty obvious one. I mean, she's pretty monster girly. Hold on. There we go. She is a succubus after all, and you both strike me as the type to like this kind of character. Now let me just save this. Now, what kind of pose should I do for a holiday season adventure? I don't really know. Alright, I got it. I got a good idea. Just got a little face. Not too big. Little ears. A lot of my Macopians and Verelix in my comic have really long ears. But Room is one of the few that does not. Actually, her hair is really long in the front and incredibly short in the back. So I guess I could do something like that for her hair. Let's shorten this a little bit. That's a little too much. There, that's better. Something like this. That should be good. I'm going to save. Where can I find this reference at? Oh, so no Christmas. Where can I find this reference at? You mean my reference designs for my comic book? I don't give those out. Those are personal to me. So you can see them here, right now, looking at them. Otherwise, I do give out some reference sheets to characters, but it's when people buy my comic. So, like, a lot of the times I'll have it here like this. I don't think Broom is in this trade paperback, though she might make it in my next one. I don't know. I don't know yet. In any case, I eventually will have offered all of them throughout my comics that I sell. And I will make my comic books available online in the new year. I'm going to be working on trying to make like an Etsy store or something. I'm going to buy boxes, things to put my comic in, and then I'll start selling them online. So if people are willing to pay my ridiculous Canadian shipping, then they'll get them. I might do something special too at one point where I come out with like let's say like what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I'll come out with like maybe a book one day that'll have all my character designs, all my sketches I've done over the years, some of my like rough drafts to my pages and things like that, and sketches to my pages. I always love that kind of stuff, so I might do that one time or one day. So she's very voluptuous. She isn't usually this voluptuous, but she's as voluptuous as she wants to be. And, or not as much, you know what? That's a rough way to say it. She's not as voluptuous as she wants to be. She's as voluptuous as whoever she is trying to attract wants her to be. So this could make her male. This could make her female. She has her own look. It's just that usually her look will change depending on what other people want. She's a shapeshifter, but not really. Like, it's really a hard way to say. Like, she can't just shapeshift into, like, she can shapeshift to an extent, but there's certain things that she can only do if like the person she's trying to attract wants it. I'm gonna keep her legs together. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her hand here, I think. I haven't drawn Room in a little while, so this is pretty fun. Like, I've been working, well, I was working pretty hard on my comic up until I got sick again. Man, this year's been a rough year for me. I've gotten sick a lot, and not just sick, but like I got food poisoning, like salmonella poisoning, like 4 or 5 times this year. Ridiculous. I went from like not having it for like 20 years to all of a sudden getting it so many times it didn't make sense. I just really haven't been lucky. Like, I'm lucky I'm lucky that I'm still alive. I got so much salmonella poisoning. It's stupid. Let's bring this in like this and have it going in like that. I really want it cut too. There we go. Her ear's gonna come out about here. I had this idea for translating languages in a show where the translation is a character mentally understanding it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so no Christmas. I'm gonna do. Sorry, Robert. Oh man, I'm like all over the place today. Yeah, so I was super sick this past week, and I haven't been able to do like anything or any drawing. And Room is a little different in my comics than the way you see her right now, in this current issue that I'm working on. So anyway, like I just haven't drawn Room in a while. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna make her Christmassy. Actually, let's give her a giant. Wait, should I give her a bell? You know what? I think I'm gonna give her like a scarf. That's cute. Let's give her like a nice scarf. And yeah, I'll put like some details on the scarf, maybe some tassels. And after the scarf, you know what? Let's give her like a nice low cut kind of Christmassy jacket. We're gonna give her gloves too. So let's see. This is gonna be nice and thick here. And I was gonna draw her fingers like this, but I'm not gonna do fingers anymore. Let's just give her like big mittens. I think that's cute. And big mittens. Maybe I'll attach like little pom-poms to the mittens. So rather than giving her like a Miss Santa costume, which I've already done something like that for my comic a while ago, instead what I'm going to do is maybe put her in like a winter outfit. But knowing Room, she's always super hot even in the cold, so I don't mind giving her the mittens. I gotta think of something that's sexy for her, but that still works with her. Alright, so let's see. She's got her incredibly oversized breasts over here. All that just for the poor little vase. Well, poor little. I mean, some would say he's lucky. He's just not very good at dealing with sexual situations because it's something his race is not accustomed to. So why O3 streams this week? Because next Tuesday is the 24th, and it's the day before, Christmas for those of you that celebrate Christmas. And then after that, it's the 31st on Tuesday. And every other day I work like crazy because it's Boxing Day weekend and things like that. And I work retail as my part-time job. So my part-time job is taking over as my kind of my full-time job, but only for December. And it's not even that bad. Like, it's just still, I'm going to be really burnt out. And I work a lot. And there's all these holiday events I have to go to with family and stuff like that. So I just don't have time. Okay, let's see here. We can give her that. Oh, I got it. So what I'll do is I'll give her big poofs on her legs. I don't think that that should be going upwards. I think that this one should be going inwards. Because it looks like her leg's kind of going back a little. I'll give her a poof there, and a poof over here. Save. Sounds fair. I have to do the same. Yeah. So it's just I have all these things I have to do, and it's on just how it is for this month. Let's give her like a Christmas tree cutout. And this is like part of her scarf that's here. Okay, so I think this is pretty cute. Now let's add, oh, I'll add like more little pom-poms here. There and there, she's got some on her arms. I'll put some on her. Let's draw her wings. Give her one there. Put the other one here, it'll be behind. I feel like it would go in front of that scarf. She does like to keep her wings in front of her. Cursed wings. She doesn't even need to have them. She can just make them disappear if she wants to. Maybe I'll draw her without them. Or I can make them really small. It's like little teeny ones. No, I don't like that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to draw her to be a little smaller. So let's bring her down like this. Bring her over like this so I can see more of her scarf, so I can finish sketching that out, I guess. I don't really know what mistletoe looks like, but I'm definitely going to have to do some mistletoe up in here. I mean, she'd be crazy if she didn't do something that involved mistletoe. That's like 100% her style. I don't like this. I don't like that I'm just doing a random drawing of it. I'm sure I can find a better way to do this. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put mistletoe at the end of her tail. Alright. No, I can't make that look like a... Oh, I could make it look like a heart, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this come in, and I'm actually going to draw the heart. So there'll be two hearts like that, and then I'll just do the design based off the end of the heart. There we are. Alright, I think that'll be pretty cute. So it's really weird because my live streaming right now is like, it's not saying that I'm live. I don't understand. It's so weird. Like, I don't have a timer, I don't have anything that says that I'm doing this right now. So maybe it's just not recording it. Face or YouTube, why do you gotta fall apart on me like the second? Okay, let's give her some cute little earrings. Let's bring this down a little more, like right here, I guess. I don't know if we're gonna see her mark on her head, but I'm gonna draw it in as if maybe we do. Alright, so I think that's about right. I feel like her face needs to be a little bigger. Let's make this larger. Just a little small here. There we go. That should be about right. I'll bring it down a little. And erase some of this. But as for the eyes that are here, I'm sure I can do better than that. I want her looking up at that mistletoe. And kind of like in a creepy way. Like this is gonna benefit her way more than it's gonna benefit you. And then I'll draw like little snowflakes. My wife just got home, and now she's dancing. Alright, so I think we're good to get started on the actual sketch on top of my rough sketch. It's funny how I do that. Alright, let's do this. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten. Well, that's not true. I had a breakfast, but breakfast never fills me up. But I never eat like the biggest breakfast either. I'll have like the smallest bowl of cereal that you'll ever see in your life. Because I'm not a huge cereal person. Some people love cereal. Like my dad will just eat cereal for lunch and supper, and all he does is eat cereal like all the time. And my wife also really loves, well, she loves breakfast in general though. So it's not that she just loves cereal, it's just that she loves breakfast. Me, I don't mind breakfast like when it's, like what is it like when you make those pancakes and then you put like sausage in them and there's melted cheese and it's almost a hot dog at this point. I freaking love my lunches, all right? How about you all? What do you prefer? What's your favorite meal of the day? Come on. That's better. The ones with food in them. Ah, get out of here, Zeno. So in the future, you're not going to be all about the pills? Pill, everything is in pill form. The 80s and their view of the future. That's a future I wanted to be a part of. And it never happened. No jetpacks. At least not safely functioning ones. Yay, easy food. Yeah, I think my favorite food time is, well, lunch and supper are pretty much tied because for me it's like the same. I think I'm gonna go with supper because at lunch I'm usually really busy drawing and working, and so I make myself something really, really quick. And supper usually means pizza, which is funny because I said something quick, and pizza's pretty quick. It's just that, especially when you're ordering it. But I mean, I usually order pizza at supper time. Like if I'm hanging out with some friends and we're playing like Magic cards or something like that, or if I'm like with my wife, we'll go out for supper sometime. So I like that. I think it's fun. I love the whole going out because I'm usually, well, for years I'd spent just being indoor drawing all the time. And now that I've got like my part-time job I work at, I'm going out more often to go to that job. But still. All right, let me grab another layer here. Save. There we are. This lovely warm scarf that she's wearing. Right, let me get her hair out here. It's rare that I draw these lines in the hair nowadays because I just do everything with color. But I'm not coloring this, so... Oh no, put that back. Eraser. Let's bring it down to like 50% and erase some of her eyebrows. There we go, just a little bit. Behind the hair. There we go. And this pops up like that, and then comes out like that. I can't wait for the future. Like, it's 2020, so time's going by pretty quickly, and I'm really excited to finish my entire comic series. That'll be really cool. I'll be able to maybe bring it to, well, maybe. I'm going to for sure attempt to bring it to like Netflix or something like that so I can turn it into a TV show in the future. That'd be awesome. Plus, I know it would work. It would work super, super well. I mean, my whole series is not super long, and I could make more out of it if I wanted to. Horns are on that. Okay. Let's get her ear in there then. I'm gonna need another layer for that. Guess not. Seems like it's some sort. Well, this drawing's pretty funny. It works really well with my character. Looks like she's plotting. It's like this is her evil plan to get what she wants. It's funny because you know it's gonna work on most susceptible people or creatures. Let's stick with creatures. Like if I had a holiday special episode to my comic book series, then this would 100% happen in it. Like this scene. And more than once. It would just keep happening. And no one would fall for it. No, I'm not going to put lines like that in here. ever so slightly larger brush. There we go. Sorry, have to go soon. It's alright, Zeno. I actually don't really know what time I started my live stream at. But I still got quite a bit of time left to draw it, so probably going to be doing this for another 30 minutes. Maybe not. I'm going to try and speed it up a little. But take care, Zeno. It was awesome seeing you and looking awesome. Thanks, Robert. And have a happy holidays or whatever it is that you celebrate this time of year. And if it's nothing, then just have fun. I know I love to celebrate Halloween at this time of year. I'm not even joking. I already told everybody this when I was going on about Halloween in November. Alright, this I'm going to actually use the pen tool for because it's got to be really smooth. There we go. Not smooth enough. Wow. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, that's alright. What am I working on right now? Okay. Just had to check out my layer. Some of you might be wondering, Why am I wearing this thing? Well, it's a sweet poncho that my wife lent me because I'm cold all the time, and especially since I'm still kind of sick right now. So, I've been sick for like over a week, and it's driving me nuts. But with the warmth and love of this sweet poncho, hopefully I'll be better soon. Fun fact, Room doesn't actually get sick. Her immune system, with her ability to shapeshift, is pretty much indomitable. But I guess she could have symptoms that look like she's sick when she's really tired and she hasn't eaten for a while. It's fine. We're not going to see any of this here. The line looked kind of off to me, but it was okay. Maybe a little too high. There we go. Give her like those big Christmassy fluff. It's funny, I really was going to draw something that was Halloween-y, but I don't know. I like the Christmas outfits. This is like the perfect time to do it. Or I could have done it in July. Bah, whatever. This is fine. So I've been watching the show Demon Slayer. Actually, I just finished it yesterday. Like, I watched the whole thing in one fell swoop because while I was sick, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't draw. Oh man, it was just awful. So I couldn't do anything. So I was like, well, if I can't do anything, might as well watch anime that I haven't seen that's like kind of on my radar. Well, mostly because it's on everyone else's radar. And after watching it, I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it had a really rough start. I thought the writing was pretty poor. And it really took me a lot to get into it. The textures and like the designs of all the clothing is amazing. Like, super well done. But the animation quality isn't always very good. And it makes sense because they, you know, like when you do textures like that, man, you're asking for it. Alright, let's get our other leg in there. That's better. So yeah, anyway, for like the plot and the story and everything, I thought it was okay. Like, it's tough, you know, because I recently just finished watching ReZero, and that like moved up to being one of my favorite animes of all time. And it took a while to do something like that because my favorite anime of all time before that was Suzumiya Haruhi, and before that it was FLCL. So I'm very like particular about my animes. And ReZero is just incredible. Like, the writing was so good, and I love the way they build up the story. Like, everything about ReZero is just, it was really good. I really loved it. I'm gonna need another layer for that one. So when I ended up going from watching a show like ReZero, which was so well constructed, so well put together, and then going to watching a show like Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer is a shonen, so I shouldn't have, like, I didn't expect as much from it, you know? I guess I put on like the same playing field as shows like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, like those shows that just kind of go round in circles with their writing. Like most shonens do, because, you know, they're made for younger audiences, so they want to keep doing things repetitively, so this way the kids get it in Japan. So I understand that. I don't like this. Let's get rid of that. And I think I'm going to change this too, because for sure her butt's way bigger than that. Let's try something like this. No, I don't like that either. Maybe I'll just follow my line art that I made with my sketch. Boop. And this one was a little wider and darker. There we go. You know, like, I don't remember the name of the style of anime where it's like Sword Art Online or those shows where it's like somebody gets transported to another world and blah 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 blah. And there's so many of those anime, it's ridiculous right now. And there's a name for it, that typing. I don't remember it, but I do know that like even though something like that is very repetitive too, if you're watching multiple different ones which end up feeling very similar because it all ends up being the same kind of thing, at least the writing is a little more, I'm gonna say, well structured than you're gonna get from most shonens. I'll never say all shonens. Demon Slayer surprised me, but only after like episode 12. So like after I got to like episode 12 or 13, then I was like, okay, like when they started introducing the other main characters, that's when I started to get into it. Alright, it's getting pretty late on my sketching, but I've still got quite a bit of time left on this. But it's okay, because it's a holiday illustration, and it's like the last one I'm doing for like the next little while. Like, I won't be doing it for the rest of the month, so it's okay if I put a little bit of extra time into this one. Especially since this isn't a request that I'm giving to people. It's like me. Usually I take requests, and this is like one of those times I'm like, no. Alright, that little Christmas tree cutout. It's like a cookie cutout. Because Room is so sweet. That's what she'd say. There we go. Let's do something like this. Let's try getting rid of my sketch just for a moment. I'm gonna add the little lines to this one too. I like to have my head, or the earrings, to usually be separated from things and just floating, because gravity doesn't have any effect on my characters in my comic. But I like this. These little attachments. Maybe I'll make them into little snowmen. That's cute. Let's finish her up. Alright. Her wings. This is going to be done with the line tool. Love it. Thanks, Robert. And again, man, January. In January, I promise I'll be posting up, did you make this outfit? Make this outfit? Yeah, I'm just making it up as I go along. But it works really well with her. But you don't, like, I'm just making it up right now. Like, I didn't invent this for like my comic or anything. But I tried to imagine that if I came out with like a holiday special to my comic, what would like room wear during this holiday special. And so I thought this would be perfect. Neat. Thanks. Okay, this has to be cut in a little more. Let's go like this. Like that. That I can make it a little wider. Bring that up. Alright, let's bring this up like this. And then I'll bring this in like this. There we go. Alright, just got our little scarf back there, so let's draw that out. There we go. Now I just got to get her tail, the mistletoe, and then do a bit of snowflakes, and then I'm done. Alright, let's fuse that. Tail, I'm definitely going to use my pen tool. This is intense, doing something like this. You know what? I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. With the pen tool, I mean. So let's do something like this. Now I'm gonna move that there. Let's bring this down. Bring this down here. Yeah, this drawing's looking pretty polished. Less sketchy. this a little bigger. Especially because it's coming up on her tail, and she has a fat tail. You know what? Let's say, well, like, yeah, she does. The end of her tail is really, really fat. It's not just like a tiny little spade, it's like a massive spade. You should add color. Oh, man. I should. It would turn into a perfect holiday Christmas card. Well, Christmas. Holiday card. Dang it. I can't say Christmas anymore. I'm not even religious, so I don't... Anyway. I still have to be mindful of those who have different holiday seasons than the rest of us. I'd love to add color to this thing. Sure you can. Yeah, but even myself, I don't particularly like... I don't know. It's not something where I'm like, ah, yes, Christmas, meh. The holiday that I love and cherish so much, meh. Because I really am not like a... Like, I don't dislike the holiday season. I just don't care about the holiday season. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's put that on another layer so I can move it a little. I think that it would be at about here. Especially since the spine part of her tail actually goes through her tail. So I actually need to show that. But yeah, this would be fun to color it in. Alright, I want to add some more heart shape to this. So let me just go in a little thicker here. There we go. Bring it in a little more. And because this is coming out towards us, the viewer, a little more, I'll make this line a little thicker. And her tail's really fat. It's just that you don't see it so much like this because it's on an angle. Like it's on a side. On a side angle view. Alright, let's draw that mistletoe. Plus, you know that whole saying, mistletoe can be deadly when you eat it. Good old Batman. Well, it definitely implies to this too. So it just works really well. Alright, so let me get rid of this sketch. There's a couple lines I want to make thicker. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll actually color this in. If ever I get the time. But I don't know. I'm really behind in my comic book. But only because I've been so sick lately, and rather than stressing out and working on my comic while I was sick, which is what I usually do, and then my cold lasts like a month or longer, I gave up on that notion and decided to just lie down and watch cartoons and do nothing, which usually stresses me out like crazy, even more. But this time I was like, no, Eric, you're not going to get super stressed out this time. This time you're just going to chill and do everything you gotta do as it comes along. So I'm sick right now, but it won't be forever. And when I'm better, I'll just deal with all my extra drawing I have to do then. This is the first time I draw in like a week. Let's get our arm over here too. I want this arm to be a little smaller. Seems kind of big. There we go. Goodness, this is gonna be tough. Save. Let's just erase this a little. There we go. This needs to be rounder. Rounder, I say. There we go. She's got pretty thick legs, so let's get in there. Alright, I think everything's looking pretty much finished. Now let's draw some snowflakes. Let's just add a tiny little bit of color. Oops. Not that. Just a little bit of yellow. And back to the red for a moment. Let's make it a really softer brush so I can way softer. I just don't like it. Let's erase this part. This is too not the way I like to do that. Normally I like going with like a red like this, and then I'll grab my eraser and go like this. And then, that's foolish of me because it's over her own eye. It's all in the same layer. Alright, whatever. Oh, like this. Make this big. Erase this part here. Grab a really soft eraser. There we go, that's cute. Alright, I think I'm coming to the end here, y'all. Ooh, I gotta sign it. Ooh, actually, let's also color in the mistletoe. Can I get a good view of it? Sure. Hold on. Let me just move it here like this and save. I'm gonna delete my sketch. I'm gonna keep that on a separate layer. And I just have to sign it. So let me just get in here real quickly. You should add color. Let me. Oh, sorry. I read that by mistake. It's because when I zoomed up, it zoomed up on our conversation. All right, let me just grab this. Wow, she looks amazing. Thanks, Robert. I'm just gonna assign this real quick here. It's with a smaller brush. That's huge. My last sketch of 2019. Alright, so this is my character Room from my comic book Blythe. Drawn with a holiday flair. Like a what if they had a Christmas special. Like if there was an anime to my show, I would love to do a holiday special. I'm not even joking. I would do a summer vacation special, which would actually be a movie. Like I'd have my whole series, which would be, I think, 15 episodes. Then afterwards, I would have a holiday special, which would be the OAV. And then I would have a movie, which is about summer break. And the summer break, they'd actually still, because school doesn't really end in the summer for my characters in my comic. So they'd actually be going on like a school vacation trip for the summer. Alright, so I'm going to save. Let's get rid of these pieces here. Alright, now it's time to do my classic see ya later speech. Thus ends my live streaming session for today, yet the real challenge begins. Listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I. All links mentioned will be in the description below this video. At a young age, I realized that sleep was for suckers and I could get way more done by avoiding it altogether. Now that I'm older, all I want to do is sleep, and I work like crazy. I'm currently sick because I overwork. But with your super amazing support of $3 a month on my Patreon page, you not only get access to all the sketches I do each single Tuesday, or, well, it's Friday today, but each week, but you also give me a few more minutes of rest, and I really appreciate this. And you know who else appreciates this? My comic book. See, I do all the writing, I do all the drawing, I self-publish it, I do everything. This is 100% made by me. Of course, it's hard to say 100% because I do have a lot of help from friends who help me edit it, which is really amazing on their part. And I have help from people that are always following me on Patreon that, you know, like all the money that I get on Patreon goes towards printing more issues to my comic. I would love for it to go to help me pay the rent and my comic, and that's like life goals right there. But for the first life goal, let's start with this. So, with your epic support of $3 a month, it helps go towards all this. And for those of you already following me and already supporting me like crazy, words can't possibly express how much I appreciate it. So how about praise from a local celebrity? Hello, I'm Goku. You might remember me from such classic tales as Monkey King. Well, that's who I am, the Monkey King. Some of you know me as Wukong, the true king of the monkeys. In any case, thanks for supporting Eric. He appreciates it. Thanks, Wukong. I read all your sweet stories when I was a kid. Good old Journey to the West. Alright, now I'm going to let you in on a secret. I have a blurry photograph from my kids from the future. Please don't ask me how I got this, because I refuse to tell anyone. With each person that subscribes and likes my YouTube videos, this blurry photo becomes more and more clear. So help out not only me, but little Leo, Raph, Casey, and April having an existence by hitting that subscribe and that like button. You know who else is super important to the rise of my future empire? Did I say empire? I meant friendly, magical friends of the fun future. Well, it's you. Do you like sketching or drawing? What about making awesome costumes or cosplays? Well, you do some fan-related stuff to my comic Blythe, and I'll assure you a seat at my future galactic foothold, as well as advertising you and your fan stuff on all my social media. Did I say galactic foothold? I meant Adventure Friends Infinity Team. Well, I have to go now, but don't forget that you deserve to have an awesome rest of your day. And an amazing happy holidays to you. Ho ho! Merry holidays! To one and to all. Also, Room over here wishes you all the happiest of holidays as well. So let's see, this is the last sketch that I have for this month. So for this month, you're getting a mashup that I did of Civil and Scarlet, which is two OCs. You're getting an Anthro Hatterina. And the last thing is my character Room from my comic book Blythe in her holiday special cosplay outfit. Take care, have a super awesome day, and have happy holidays, and I'll be seeing you.